Just a couple of months since the US unveiled its Sub-Saharan Africa strategy and national security strategy, African leaders will descend on the US capital to strengthen relations with the world's biggest economy. International relations experts say it's high time that these ties are not characterized by securitization as part of America's war on terror.
The critique currently has been over the militarization of development issues on the continent, coming up with more militaristic solutions to the security challenges. And I think as the relationship evolves, Africans need to take a much more holistic approach and say to our counterparts in the United States that unless you tackle the root causes of some of these security challenges, which are rooted in development or the lack thereof, you will have a perpetual cycle where you're taking militaristic solutions to development issues. And I think this is where we need to actually strengthen when it comes to the US-Africa relationship.
The Countering Malign Russian Activities in Africa bill that was passed by the House of Representatives in the US is likely to be one of the thorny issues. The US wants to punish African nations who are collaborating with Russia.
At least the African Union has been quite clear that we are on the side of peace. We want peaceful dialogue, the peaceful resolution of conflicts, and we do not want Africa to become a battleground for the geopolitical tensions of great powers. So we have to be quite clear when we actually raise these issues in the United States, because if we are not clear, then we will allow the space for the US to actually use its relations with Africa to compete with China and Russia. And we do not want that, because when Africa is a competing post between the great powers, it is our development interests that actually suffer.
African leaders have also been urged to be clear about defending the continent's interests.
African leaders, as they head to Washington, I think they need to be very clear. It would be ideal for them to issue a statement. What are the core issues that they want to raise? I think if you look at the issues happening on the African continent, peace and security is a key issue that need to be raised, and to invite the United States to play a constructive role with the lessons learned from the war in Libya, in which the United States played a destructive role.
Meanwhile, other issues that will come under the spotlight include AGOA, an agreement meant to improve economic relations between the US and Sub-Saharan Africa. Undoubtedly a critical matter will be on the United States Africa Command, and most African countries don't want US military bases in the continent. Khumalo, SABC News, Pretoria.